Welcome. After a few setbacks, we are once again accepting donations of irregular tomestones. So get ready to show your devotion to King Moogle and get to grinding. Press U to bring up the duty finder. Look for content with these itty-bitty moogles next to them and queue up for them. When you finish, you will receive one or more irregular tomestones, which can be donated to the moogles in the 3 main cities. And for your donation, King Moogle will bless you with fabulous prizes. We are accepting esoteric tomestones this time, which are the very next type on the list. However, we are willing to relieve you of any of the previous stones if you have any. The Moogle Treasure Trove is currently active, and ends with the maintenance for patch 5.5, when you will no longer be able to obtain the tomestones. Alrighty, some things have changed, and some things are the same. As usual, we have Castrum Meridium and the Praetorium, which are the 2 8-player dungeons with all the unskippable cutscenes. These give the biggest rewards, but are also the biggest time investment. The only other MSQ dungeon is the Keeper of the Lake for 4 tomestones, which is unlocked by the quest The Rising Chorus. This is more than halfway through the 7th Astral Era quests, just before you get into Heaven's Ward. You can also still do Zemail Darkhold for 3 tomestones. This is unlocked with the quest Shadows Uncast, which can be picked up in your Grand Company headquarters. Aurum Vale is a great dungeon. And it's back again. Pick up Go In for Gold in Vesper Bay from Nedrick Ironheart. This is worth 4 tomestones. New this time is the Wanderer's Palace for 4 tomestones. The quest Trauma Queen can be obtained in Vesper Bay from Aline, who is hiding around the corner of the Waking Sands. Also new is AMDAPOR Keep, which requires you to do the quest Ghosts of AMDAPOR, also available from Nedrick Ironheart in Vesper Bay. However, this will not be available until you complete the Ultimate Weapon and the Aurum Vale. The first leg of the Alexander Raid series is new as well. Each of the 4 parts will only give you 1 tomestone each, but these are really short and easy. You can unlock this raid through the questline that begins with Disarmed, available from Slowfix in Idleshire. And back again are the Return to Ivalice raids. The questline for those begins in Kugane. You get tomestones whether you complete the dungeon in a roulette or queue specifically. Of course, in a roulette, you run the risk of getting a dungeon that does not reward tomestones. For PvP, Frontline is back on the list, including the new map. And also Rival Wings is available. It says they give either 3 or 5 tomestones. I'm assuming this means 3 for losing and 5 for winning. So what would be the best content to grind? Well, if you can get a good pre-made team to do Orban Monastery, you could just spam that. The Royal City is pretty easy in random groups. Alexander raids are very short and pretty easy, especially the first 3. That may be worth it. If you like PvP, this may be a good time to get in, as queues are usually much more reasonable during these events. And in case you're wondering, you do not get tomestones for doing the dungeon unsynced. But you do get them for completing the dungeon with your squadron. And as a trial player, well, since the trial was expanded to level 60 and includes Heaven's Ward, you can now do everything except for the Return to Ivalice raids, which are part of the Stormblood expansion. Now here is a first. The big ticket item this time is the Namazu Earring from the first Treasure Trove event back in 2019. If you missed it, this is your second chance to get it, but it costs 100 tomestones. I wonder if this means they're going to cycle through previous items from now on. As usual, you can get a stack of 10 Magicked Prisms of Job Mastery for 1 tombstone. The Falcon Ignition Key is a mount that was available for a special subscription campaign a couple years back, and was made available for the second Moogle Treasure Trove in 2019. Besides those, everything else comes from elsewhere in the game. The MGP Platinum card gives you 50k MGP. These cards can also be acquired by completing lines in the Wondrous Tales. MGP is pretty easy to obtain at the Gold Saucer by playing the various games there. the Tyrannosaur horn is a random drop in Eureka Animos. This might be a good thing for those that had bad luck or just don't like Eureka. If you haven't already, you can unlock Eureka by picking up the quest from Galena in Rauger's Reach. The Magitech Predator Identification Key is back again. It's a rare drop in the dungeon Alamigo, which is near the end of the Stormblood main story. The Salt and Pepper Seal, is a very rare drop in the drowned city of SKALLA, unlocked in the 4.1 MSQ. Ultima horns are purchased from Bertana in Idleshire, with 5 Proto-Ultima exoplates, which drop from Proto-Ultima in the Prey Online fate that spawns in 3 locations in Azizla. Since the most you can get per kill is 5, you would need to defeat Proto-Ultima at least twice, so this might not be a bad purchase if you want an extra pair of horns. The Blissful Kamui Fife is the second of the dog mounts to be available in these events, and it normally comes from Lakshmi in the Emanation. Back are Golfaxi and Markab, which we saw during the second Treasure Trove event. These come from Extreme Titan and Ramu, respectively. And new this time is the Nightmare Whistle. This is a black unicorn mount, but unlike the other horse mounts, this one is not required to obtain Kirin, and also unlike the others, this one is available in 3 different trials. And notice there are no bird mounts this time. The Decisions Orchestrion role can be obtained by defeating X-Death in the Deltascape 4.0 raid. The Iron Dwarf is a minion that can be crafted by level 60 armorers. This can be very expensive on the market board. When I checked recently, there weren't even any available for sale. The Mariner Cotton Cloth is a rare crafting material that can be found in Boarskin treasure map chests. It is used to craft various sailing-themed glamour items. Many of these items count towards your crafting log if you're trying to complete that. These 5 mounts are from A Realm Reborn Beast Tribes, and have been available since the very first Treasure Trove event in 2019. These 2 Orchestron rolls are also from Beast Tribes, and were both available in the first Treasure Trove event. And as usual, there are some cards. The Fat Chocobo is a drop from the special Tarask Force Fate in Dravania 4 lands, and also possible to win from Vath Deftarm in a duel. Does that mean the Vath defeated the Tarask? I'm impressed. The Griffin drops from the Griffin, and Zervin drops from Zervin. No surprise there. Like last time, the only items that need to be unlocked are the writing maps, which require you to have completed the level 50 MSQ quest, The Ultimate Weapon. These can be purchased at your Grand Company headquarters from the Hunt Billmaster for allied seals, which come from doing hunts in A Realm Reborn zones and from doing Blue Mage content. Remember, this ends with the maintenance before 5.5. Though they keep adding different items, it seems many items are going to be rotated through while others are consistently available. This time we had our first repeat of a reward exclusive to the Treasure Trove. At least 4 horse mounts have appeared twice, but no bird mounts. The dog mounts are just getting started, so I wouldn't expect to see those repeat for a while. So should we expect to see everything come back eventually? And will they ever get to the dragon mounts? And most importantly, what are the Moogles doing with all those tomestones anyways? Thank you for watching. Tell me what you think of this by commenting below, or clicking the thumbs up or thumbs down button. And be sure to subscribe. Goodbye.